God, you're not here to say hello to me. You're here to learn a little bit more about manifesting. And I'm hoping that this audio is going to stand the test of time. So today we're talking about a powerful way to start 2019. But maybe you'll be doing this in 2020, 2030. Although, knowing Daniel and I, we will have come up with something even greater of how to manifest in another year from now. Everything will have shifted. So we'll probably do a new one next year. But for today, welcome everyone. For many of us, 2018 has been a very interesting year. I know certainly for us, it's been a year of massive growth, but also great upheaval. And we've left a lot of our old ways behind. So what better way to kickstart 2019 to be the best year ever with this free webinar for you, Manifesting a Powerful Start to 2019. We're going to go really far beyond the conventional New Year's resolutions. Any of you that are still in that boat where you're setting New Year's resolutions, we're going to go beyond that. We're going to put real power to your resolutions. We're going to go beyond the secret, the law of attraction. We're going to myth bust some concepts and strategies that promise great results, but do continuously let you down. I don't know why we still set New Year's resolutions and follow these methods, really, when they don't actually work, do they? So I know that's a confronting thing to say right at the beginning, but here I am. I'm being confronting in 2019. I hope you love it. So let's get on track to success. Hello, everyone. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Sonja Rechnitzer. You can see my picture there. I'm the co-founder of Intuition Wisdom Institute, powered by Universal Intelligence. So this is the university arm of Universal Intelligence. And this seminar, I guess, is brought to you as well by DanielAnswers.com, my husband Daniel's podcast. Now, he answers questions from callers on any area of life, be that health and well-being, career and life purpose, relationships, finances, a lot about connection and truth, or any situation that his callers find themselves in. Thank you, Daniel, for continuing to make yourself available to answer those big questions. My purpose, on the other hand, is to empower people to get into the driver's seat of their lives. So to take responsibility, I guess, for what they're creating, which then brings them into that real space of power over how they create and live their life. So it's the perfect way to start the year as far as I'm concerned, to take a look at manifesting. What are you creating in 2019? So it's a very special group of people that I'm looking here in front of me live on this webinar. You've actually taken the time out of your holiday to make sure that you start the year just right. Good on you. And I really feel it's a magical group. What a crazy word again to say so early in a webinar. But I know that with the energy that we're creating this morning, tonight, today, depending on what time zone you're in, we're going to carry our intentions to manifest a greater reality way past January, all the way through to 2020 and beyond. In fact, it reminds me of some stats, some statistics. People starting the New Year's resolutions and sticking with them, those stats are, and I'm going to just say, genuinely disheartening. About 80% of resolutions fail by the second week of February. So, quite a few can last a month, but then for it to stick through February, that's where 80% fail. So odds are against them, hey, and I say them because we're going to be easily in the 20%, probably in the 0.01% against most people. This isn't you guys I'm talking about, because not only am I going to talk you through about how to manifest your desires in 2019, but also how to keep that momentum going throughout your life. So let's get started. I'm going to start talking about what manifesting is, how you can use it to direct your life consciously. And manifesting is really the ability to use our creative power to convert the energy of our thoughts into materialized form. And it's not really a secret, pardon the pun, but everyone can manifest anything they desire. I love that word, desire. You can manifest wealth, health, love, houses, cars, travel, you name it. In fact, you're manifesting in every moment anyway. We're manifesting machines as humans, as thought beings, but a little bit more about that later. Who here is already manifesting car parking spots? Let's start there. Just type in the chat, yes, if you're already manifesting car parking spots. You know, you head down to Hastings Street, main beach at Noosa. No one ever gets a car park there, but we do. Yeah, go Michelle, Kaya, Nesha. Well done. Laura, Cara, Shannon, Jason. All right, there's quite a few of you. This is awesome. Fantastic. That's a really good start. That's where you're already grasping the basics of manifesting. Who's manifested someone calling them that they're thinking about just a little bit earlier? This is great. All the time. Yes, absolutely. Fantastic. Yeah, keep popping it in the chat. This is good. It's giving me a good idea of where we're all at. Well done, Louise. I know, it's fantastic, isn't it? It's like, hang on a minute, I was just thinking about you and now you're calling me. This is awesome. There you go. Well done. So you get the idea. It's very much linked to your thoughts, right? Manifesting is linked to your thoughts. So then the question becomes, exactly what are you manifesting when you're going about your day-to-day life? Not consciously thinking. You might be working, you might be asleep, but you're still manifesting. So in every moment of every day and night, you are manifesting. I like to call that part of it non-manifesting, because depending on what you're thinking about, subconsciously or consciously, it might not actually be what you desire. It might be the opposite. So this is what's so tricky about fears, right? Well, fears, those of you that won't understand fears without the R rolled. The problem with your fears is that you are manifesting exactly that because you're holding your fears in your thoughts. So those of you that have heard also some of mine and Daniel's work around illness, you would have heard us talk about thoughts being at the cause of all illness, non-truthful thoughts being stuck in the body, long-term negative thoughts or non-useful, non-truthful thoughts causing long-term illnesses, or those big illnesses that, you know, the medical profession deems unhealable. So this is another one of those fantastic reasons why it's so important to direct your manifestation energy deliberately. And someone said to me right at the beginning of this journey, be careful what you wish for, Sonja, because you're a powerful manifester. And it took years for me to understand what that truly meant. But it has stuck with me this whole time. And now I realize that if we are manifesting around the clock, 24/7, let's make sure that our thoughts are in alignment with what we want out of life, right? That way, we're not unintentionally wishing for stuff that we don't actually want. Again, bringing us back to our fears. We don't think that in being scared of something, we're wishing for something, right? But the universe, as far as the universe is concerned, we are. So be careful what you wish for. Be careful about every thought that runs through your mind, consciously or subconsciously. So before I give you some steps to start manifesting and avoid manifesting negative things subconsciously, let's just dig a little bit deeper. The ability, I guess, to live the life of your dreams is everyone's dream. It's a funny way to say it, but it's true, right? We all dream about living the life of our dreams, but it only becomes a reality if you believe in it. And that's what manifesting is actually all about. Without belief, we stop short of our hopes or our goals or our aspirations, our affirmations. I'm not going to do my rant about affirmations today, but just let it be said very briefly that affirmations just don't work if you don't believe at the subconscious level what you're saying out loud to yourself every day. It's not going to happen ever. Your subconscious mind is said to be 1,000,000 times stronger than your conscious mind. And I don't know if you can say things fast enough to say them 1,000,000 times consciously for every time your subconscious mind throws up the opposite, because that's what you actually believe. Super quick story. I'm not going to tell the whole story, but some of you know it. I used to use affirmations in front of the mirror. I love and accept myself. The days, luckily now gone, where I hated what I saw in the mirror. And of course, I'm looking into my eyes saying, I love and accept myself. And all I can see in the mirror is my eyes saying back, bullshit. They called bullshit every single time. And it wasn't until I learned how to clear subconscious limiting belief systems that I could make that stick. And it was just 5 minutes of clearing a couple of limiting beliefs that had me be able to truly say that to the mirror with power and know it's true that I do love and accept myself. And it's such a wonderful space to be in. And years of affirmations didn't make a dent. So don't get sucked into that vortex of working hard all your life on techniques that just don't go anywhere. So what happens is we're never actually allowing our manifestations to fully actualize because we don't have belief. And there's another key ingredient. So 2 key ingredients to manifesting and making it actually happen: belief and truth. They are the 2 most powerful tools in your manifesting arsenal. And well, let's just say them again. If you are writing them down, belief and truth. So let's explore why, starting with belief. Or I want to more accurately describe it as your subconscious state of mind, a positive subconscious state of mind. And I'm getting specific here because the word belief has so many negative connotations. For some of you, belief means hope or to have faith in something you don't understand. Or for some of us, to believe is virtually impossible. And so I can see why programs like The Secret or the Law of Attraction ask you to imagine, because that word comes with nothing, no impediments. But unfortunately, to just imagine isn't going to create anything unless your subconscious state of mind, your belief systems are in congruence already. Okay? Every part of you, every fiber of your being has to be pointing in the same direction as your imagination for it to come true. But I do like the word imagine because it's the craziness of it, really. I love crazy things. So as adults, we lose our ability to imagine because throughout our life, we're taught that to imagine is to pretend, that it's all make-believe. But just listen to those words. And I've always loved exploring the meaning of words. Make-believe. We're making beliefs. So those of you that have done some of our training, where imagination, make-believe, we're creating subconscious belief systems. It's in the beliefs that we hold in our subconscious state of mind that we create our reality. In fact, our entire reality is made up from all our belief systems when you look at it deeply. And this is not the time to be talking about it in great depth. It's covered in a huge amount of detail in our Upgrade Your Reality program, which is 16 hours long. So we're not going to have time for that this morning, or evening. But it's where you learn how to realize all these crazy subconscious belief systems, excuse me, so that you can start to create a new reality. So Upgrade Your Reality is where we teach you really how to create your reality totally anew from the subconscious level by erasing those limiting belief systems that hold you back, that have held you back your entire life, that aren't even yours. They were just taught to you by the people that raised you. So make-believe, imagination, our subconscious belief systems, it's all just living out our imagination from childhood until now, with our subconscious mind holding on to it all for us, allowing us to remember it deep down inside. For what? You know, we do this, we hold on to these things so that we don't make the same mistakes, so we don't get hurt. So our reality is completely made up. We imagine it from our childhood experiences, and whatever we imagine is what we're going to get to experience, for better or for worse. So back to the law of attraction, what happened to all those amazing experiences that I imagined for myself when I watched that? You know, why have they not materialized? Well, firstly, because they're not supported by the most consistent imagining in the opposite direction at the subconscious level, right? All those experiences from my entire life, imagining to the contrary. But then there's also that second ingredient, that beautiful word, truth. Truth is the magic ingredient. When you use truth in conjunction with your positive subconscious state of mind, not your imagination, your limiting belief systems, your positive subconscious state of mind, things become real. So you can say it like, thoughts become reality. I really want you to get aware of this power of the thought. So where truth is present, meaning if why you're creating something in your positive subconscious state of mind is based in truth, you can manifest anything. You just need to be in that space of truth. So what does that mean? It means to create something from self-love rather than because you fear scarcity, or because you need approval from others, or because you need to show others how much better you are than they thought you were. That's where it works. You've got to be in your truth, in self-love, in self-belief, in those universal, truthful states, and then you will create greatness. So now's a really good time to just touch back on non-manifesting. What about all the things I have in my life now? And this is great responsibility taking, by the way. If you can have this thought, what about all the things that I now have in my life that I imagine from a negative subconscious belief system that I created in the past? So really taking responsibility for your life the way it is now. Knowing that, you know, you don't have to give yourself a hard time. These are just thoughts that were planted in you by the people teaching you from the minute you were conceived. So thoughts like struggle, rejection, financial stress, ill health, sickness. You can easily see how that happens, right? How this stuff gets created. The negative or limiting subconscious belief systems that you've been carrying around as a child as truth, because you didn't know any better. Your parents were everything, right? They knew everything. Everything they say is truth. But then you're carrying around all the things that come with it, all the little misunderstandings that implant themselves in the subconscious mind, all the way you interpret scenarios that have you end up feeling that you're not good enough, not smart enough, not good looking enough, not skilled enough, not confident enough, whatever it is. Or even more societal ones, like noticing that everyone seems to think this, so it must be true, that life is hard, that money doesn't grow on trees, that you need to be liked to get ahead, that you need to be well respected. All those things that you've held as truths about yourself or about life that were in fact non-truths, or we call them, Daniel and I call them, mind lies. Hence his second book, Mind Lies and the Truths That Will Set You Free. So how do I stop imagining into my life what I don't truly want for myself? Because the things that are imagined in the past, albeit subconsciously, they're now present as negative situations because we believed in them as truth, and now they're manifesting themselves into our lives as, we don't have a money tree in the backyard, why the heck not? Right? So you can see how manifesting and non-manifesting works, right? Everything that we believe as truth that we have in our subconscious state of mind. So truth plus a positive subconscious state of mind equals manifesting, positive manifesting, manifesting fantastic situations, a great life. But truth plus a negative subconscious state of mind or limiting beliefs held at the subconscious level, however you want to call it, means you're manifesting negative situations, financial distress, relationships that are in disarray, a hard life, not feeling heard or respected, whatever it is. And then non-manifesting is all that manifesting that you do that you don't even know you're doing, all the subconscious thoughts you don't know about, all the times that you're thinking that you don't even realize you're thinking. Okay, so this is why Daniel and I spend so much of our time teaching people or doing sessions for people, in Daniel's case, how to rid themselves of what they believe is truth that in fact is not. It's why he wrote his Mind Lies book, his truth course. And it's why I teach you guys how to clear your non-truths in that program, Upgrade Your Reality. So the first thing you absolutely need to do is to find your own best way of clearing away the junk, the rubbish at the subconscious level, all those non-truths that you've picked up along the way. And we have two very simple, cheap and fast tracks ways of teaching you how to do that. But there's other methods out there. You know, we've got the Mind Lies book and the Upgrade Your Reality course, but there's other ways, and they might not be as quick and effective, but they exist too. So by all means, just do your research. I'm not here to say you should use our methods, just that, well, our lives rock. And now that we're doing it in this way, and we want the same for you, right? Bit cheeky, I know, but there you go. So if you want to get yourself a copy of the Mind Lies book or book into Upgrade Your Reality, just visit the website that you see on your screen and we'll look after you. So in your chat here, there you go. Perfect. So what I want to give you now is some tools that you can take away with you between now and then, because really what it's going to take to start manifesting with absolute power is going to take that 16 hours or more of study doing those programs. But you want to start immediately. We want to create an awesome 2019. So let's give you some steps to manifest your desires and maybe a tip or two to avoid the perils of non-manifesting. So, and as I was originally writing this, I thought there was going to be 5 steps, but as I realized afterwards, there's really only 3 things that you need to do, and then I'm going to give you the trick on how to make it work. So here we go. 3 steps to manifesting your desires. Step 1 is to be very clear on what it is that you desire. First step of manifesting is clarity. Clarity. Step 1 equals clarity. Be very clear on what you desire. Because, like I said, be careful what you wish for, right? The universe is going to respond to your vibration, no matter what that is. So the clearer the message, the better. So just go ahead now and write down maybe your top 3 things that you would like to manifest into your reality. Is it health, travel, a new car? What is it for you? Top 3 things. We're going to just focus on 1 for this exercise today, but write down 3 things. Pop them in the chat. Let's pop some in the chat. Let's see what we're manifesting today. I'll keep chatting a little bit while you do that. So to really power this step brings me to the next layer of manifesting that nobody talks about. Maybe it's too advanced, but you're ready for it. I know you're ready for it. If you're watching this, you're ready. It's a key element that you may never have even heard of or understood properly before. Manifesting, it's not about what you are creating with truth and that positive subconscious state of mind. It's what the real you is creating. It's what the real you is creating. Let's see what we're manifesting here. I'm going to go up a little bit. Financial freedom, fantastic. Love, health, wealth. Awesome, Shannon, I love it. A new house, fantastic. Finishing a university degree, good on you. Feeling good, strong and energetic every day. That is absolutely awesome. A car, a trip to the US and Bali. Sounds fantastic. Lightly earn at least 3,000 euros net per month. Awesome. Yes. I love it. That's exactly what we help people do. A house in Spain. Go, Cora. Yes, we're helping you do that, aren't we? This is awesome. It's great that we're getting started right now before we even dive into the main content of that self-mastery and intuitive life coach program. Hey, Cora, how brilliant. A new job that you've applied to. Awesome. Yeah, let's bring some power to that application. A workshop with a lot of people. Travel, abundance. Fantastic. Financial freedom, travel, health. My own home, healthy lifestyle, traveling, health, wealth, and relationships. I love it. A car instead of a bike. Big smiley face. I love it. Although, you know, in Australia, we think that everyone in the Netherlands only needs a bike, right? Feeling strong, a vacation, and financial freedom. I love it. Love, family, fulfillment, and millionaire life. Oh, I love how you've just encapsulated it all. Fantastic. Well done. Thank you for putting that in the chat. To sell this house. There you go. That's a really important thing to put manifesting energy into. I want to give you a quick hint. What's just popped straight in is unattached to everything that's happened in that house. Okay, perfect. Let's continue. Oh, where was I up to? Yes, so it's what the real you is creating. And for those of you that's new, it might be new for you that there's the you and the real you. Here at Intuition Wisdom Institute or DanielAnswers.com, we call it your true self versus your ego mind. Your ego mind being made up of that you, that limited you, that, oh, how do I want to say it in a less confronting way? It seems like I don't. That limited you, that part of you that's lived your whole life, that's come to know yourself as who you are. Your identity is only one you. The you that you think you are isn't the real you. It's not what's at your core. It's just that part of you that was raised, and then there's the real you. And this is the reason why we don't often have the things that we want in our life, because our personal wants clash, our ego mind wants clash with what's at our truth, at our core, and what our true self wants. We're actually getting in our own way. We're getting in our true self's way, right? So for example, we might want a little house to call our own rather than renting. This is a few years ago for me now. But our true self, that limitless part of us that knows how to create absolute abundance, that's part of us that's not weighed down by a lifetime of disappointments, that part of us wants to travel the world, spreading our unique gift, creating financial freedom, freedom from societal conditioning, freedom for the heart and soul to sing and dance to their own tune. You know, that's how it felt for me. So that little place to call your own can't be created while your true self is craving something so much bigger. Maybe your true self just wants to live differently, somewhere different to where you currently are, where you're looking for that nice little place to create your own. Somewhere nicer, somewhere larger, somewhere warmer. That's what it was for us, right? Why create a place down in Melbourne when you can create a place in sunny Noosa where everyone goes to holiday, but no one can let in that you can actually live here year round? So you can be totally getting in the way of what you're creating because you can't even imagine that it could be possible. It doesn't even enter your mind. Your ego mind can't even conceive of it because in your life, you haven't had that much luck. Okay, so you want to let go of the need to imagine or create in a particular way that you currently understand, and start to connect to what's being created for you for this lifetime by your true self. Or if that doesn't make sense right now, what's being created for you by the universe. Right? We teach our children, you are the universe. You're not who someone says you are. Right? So it's not to say that you can't weigh in and make some personal suggestions, which is what we've just done, on what you want manifested. Of course you can. But you could be, I'm going to go as far as to say, you're no doubt limiting what you're getting based on what you allow for yourself or what you feel worthy of. And I know that I've learned to just get on with creating from what my true self wants for me, leaving behind that internal sabotage and choosing to live a grander life. It's not scary for me anymore. I've done it for 12 years now, and I've realized it's far less scary than living through the identity. But it took letting go of needing to know best. It took letting go of that crazy feeling of control. You know, have to be in control of my life. That was so important to me. I had to let that go. It took letting go of needing other people's approval. That was huge for me. So all I can say is, whatever you need to let go of, it's worth it. Okay, again, deeper than what I was planning to go to in this manifesting talk today, but there you go. So remember, it's the real you, your true self. Let's get back to that. Isn't it time you let go of the old you, the you that was imagined by your parents and teachers? And it's time to step up, isn't it? To be all you can be, to be your true self. So if this all sounds new and a bit tricky, you know, we've got a very simple training. It's just 2 hours. It's called The Limitless You. And it will help you with that. It's so easy. So again, just check your screen for details. It's just on our website. Pop it in the chat again. The Limitless You. It's right there on the homepage. You'll find it. Okay. Perfect. So back to step one. What you're going to do now is just sit quietly for a moment and bring that real truth space into what you wrote down. So you're going to have a look at what you wrote, but just sit quietly for a moment and really seek the answer from your heart space. Connect with your true self if you know how to do that already. If you've done the Limitless You, just ask your true self. But otherwise, ask into your heart space and see what you find there. Ask yourself, what am I manifesting? What is being created for me by the universe right now? Just give you a moment to do that. And let's see what you've got there. Those of you that have got the answer already, pop it in the chat. What's different? Has anything shifted? Maybe it hasn't. That's totally perfect as well. Cora's house in Spain got upgraded to having a swimming pool. Fantastic. Yeah, you want a swimming pool in hot weather. Believe me, that can be the saving grace on some hot days. What else have we got? Peace and love. Oh, that is wonderful, Maylin. Peace and love. Fantastic. What else have we got? A millionaire lifestyle with a large house. There you go. Very good. Very good. What else? Richness and variety. Oh, I love it. Ease, a playful life experience. Freedom to simply be me. Yes. Goodness me, I remember what it's like to feel like you can't be you around people. Freedom to simply be me, so powerful. A feeling of never-ending happiness. Isn't that interesting? We've got some fantastic things that we're manifesting that are physical things, and also some feelings now coming through, which leads us into some of our next steps, which is great. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. I'll start going on, but keep writing them in the chat. This is really great. Make it real for yourself. Pop it in the chat for everyone to see. So now that we're clear, we have clarity. Step 2. Now you're going to write down why you're manifesting these desires into your life. So for me, I'm going to give you my example while you start to think about that. I'm manifesting the energy of optimum health. And the why, I did this exercise just before you guys did. So the why for me was so that I can be full of energy to feel great within myself, to play with my children in the way that they deserve. Right? Very energetic little kids, those two, Ollie and Millie. And to have ample to give in my trainings. And the second thing that came for me, which was interesting, was manifesting a new car. So I can travel safely and in comfort and not leaving my family stranded with no car when I'm out. We've currently got one car. And that seemed fine because, you know, Daniel and I go most places together. But more often than not these days, I'm traveling around, going to badminton, going dancing, visiting clients. Looks like it's time to manifest a new car so I can travel safely and in comfort. So that's the why. Write down your why now. And then, well, just write it down first, and then we'll take that to another level as well. While you're writing that, I love some of these other things that we're manifesting here. You just read some more of these out. Here we go. Focusing on herbal teas with tea therapies. Beautiful. Creating with feminine energy and self-love. Oh, that's beautiful. What a great segue into what I'm about to say next. Sherelle, I can create anything I want. Just be clear on what you want. That's exactly right. Exactly right. A feeling of freedom, a stress-free life. That's to go along with a millionaire lifestyle. I love it. I love it. An abundance of yes opportunities. That's brilliant, Jennifer. Awesome. Colleen, complete freedom in my mind. Yes. Free of mind lies. Let the truth set you free. That is awesome. Simone, to appropriate my power to create. Aren't you awesome, Simone? Perfect. Want so much independently. Yes. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So once you've written down your why, I want you to now read it back and check. Are there any words that create any wants, attachments, or lack? Wants, attachments, or lack? And if so, for now, until you complete your Upgrade Your Reality program, just see if you can reword them to come from a space of self-love or self-belief, those universal spaces of truth, rather than lack. Okay? So if your why is coming from a space of lack, just see if you can reword them a little bit. So with my new car, to travel safely and in comfort, there's no lack there. I'm not saying I'm manifesting a new car because it's a pain in the butt to have to catch a cab when Daniel's out with the car. Or to feel that when I'm out, and this has happened, right? In my ego mind kicks in and says, there was fires here, you know, about a year or two ago. And they were right near our house. And I thought, well, I can't really go out because what if something happens to Daniel and the children while I'm out? I'm going to have to take them with me. A crazy space. Not truth at all. All right, so let's get rid of the non-truth in our reasons why. Perfect. Awesome. Let's see what else we've written in the chat. What are our whys? Oh, a feeling of being at home wherever I live, accepted as my true self. Stunning. I love it. Excellent. Pop some of your other whys in here. Why? Why are you creating what you're creating? Having a powerful reason will help you to manifest so much more quickly. And having that powerful reason be from a space of self-love and self-belief and truth makes it even so much more powerful. I love that. I'm manifesting truth. Why? To live my true purpose and no longer believe the fear. Yes, Ebony, that is amazing. Well done. Okay, to be happy and fully expressed. Yes, why not? To move freely throughout the world. It's awesome. To live an even more fulfilling life, connecting with more people, more laughter every day. Oh, that is awesome. I love the energy of that. Complete freedom. Brigitte, awesome. Kaya, to be free and independent, to fully live my true self. Yes. Oh, I love this one, to experience true connection to another person. Awesome, Shannon. And Dagmar, to belong, to feel loved and fulfilled. Yes. Yes, that's all in truth. Beautiful. Well done. Total independence in every single way. I love how you put those two words in the one sentence, independence and single. Total independence in every single way. Single, not as in single versus married, but single as in one, and independence as in one. I love it. Cora, happiness, nice weather, independent. Fantastic. To share with others and be fully connected to others. Beautiful. Boaz, manifesting 100% self-love. Oh, couldn't think of a better thing to manifest. Why? So my love will be flowing over, and I can share it with the rest of the world. Yes. Oh, you're going to love next week, Boaz, when we do our self-love exercise. Fantastic. Louise, complete freedom. Yes. Why not? Complete freedom. I love it. Awesome. Okay, fantastic. This is great. We've managed to write down excellent, excellent whys. So step 3. Oh, I almost want to make you guess, but I won't. I won't make you guess. Those of you that have done any of my trainings know if it hasn't come up yet, it will come up now. Step 3, take action. I promise I won't go on my rant about taking action. I'm just going to say, take action. The universe responds to our thoughts and especially to our actions. You know, actions speak louder than words. That is a saying for lots of good reasons. Actions show the universe that we're serious, that we believe in ourselves. And it's in self-belief that creations manifest quickly. So, you know, do you dream of taking the trip of a lifetime? Right? We've got a few of you wanting to travel. Start looking at travel sites for ideas. Cost it up. Check the best times to go. For me, optimal health. I'm booking out time in my calendar to prepare healthy food and keep making time for my body movement. If I don't take those actions, it's going to be tricky to manifest optimal health. I'm also making time for playtime with the kids. This is one really important realization that I had during these school holidays is no amount of exercise can prepare you for the amount of energy that you expend when playing with your kids. Those of you that have got kids know this. So that's got to be part of my training, right? For the car, I need to start looking at what brands give me what I see in my future picture. That give me that comfort and safety that I like to travel in. So those of you looking for your dream vacation, start costing it up. I need to do the same. I need to create this budget for my car, right? It needs to fit in the highest good way into my life, right? So there's actions that you need to take. There is so many stuck in this spiritual belief system that you need to just sit and be and allow for things to come in. And that's all true, but you need to be in a space of truth. And once you're in that space of truth, act from that space of truth, especially if you want to manifest with any power and with any speed. All right? That's what we're all about, doing things with power and pace. Now, some people avoid this step because they feel it's a letdown if they can't book that trip immediately. And you don't want to have these negative feelings because you're worried that it's going to create negative belief system. But let me tell you, it's not the way to think about it. Make that planning of your trip as much fun as the trip itself. For me, looking up cars is going to be super fun. I'm not stuck in, this isn't the time to purchase it. The financials have been set aside for other things. We're promoting what's possible with universal intelligence all around the world, and the budget currently is spoken for. But that doesn't matter. I'm going to look for and have so much fun window shopping because that is what's going to create the budget for it. So it's a very powerful step because the universe starts lining up opportunities for you to make your desires into reality. And we've had this in countless examples of our clients, but the one that springs to mind is Tamara, who was, offered a new house to live in, given a car to drive. This is, these opportunities arise because you start manifesting from a space of truth. She just completed the Limitless You. It's the universe started to line up. She was taking action in her life. So remember, it has to be in alignment with both your true self, with your truth, right? Truth and beliefs. It has to be in alignment with both your true self and supported with a positive subconscious state of mind. And if you're not there yet, it has to be part of your actions to bring that into alignment. It has to be action step number 1 to get yourself to a point where you can chat to your true self and create a positive subconscious state of mind, right? So if you haven't done that yet, whether it's with us or someone else, I'm not saying you need to do our trainings. That's not what this is about. It's just if you want to manifest, that has to be your first action step if you haven't done it yet. Nothing can happen without it. That's why manifesting in other ways just does not work, right? So I've known times where the universe will bring me what I'm manifesting immediately. And I've also had times where the universe brings the right people with the opportunities that leads me to that manifestation. It's truly amazing how it works. You don't have to think, there's no point even planning that because I don't have the money. Because in taking the action steps, the universe can start to create opportunities that you might never have even thought of. We bring people, it's so funny. I had a friend of mine that really, really loves to travel. And now traveling doesn't have to cost her anything because we take her with us wherever we go to look after the kids. So, there's so many different ways that opportunities can present themselves. So don't allow your current fears or your current negative limiting belief systems get in the way. Okay, so now you've got a great to-do list for your manifestation. But let's just see some of the actions. Have you guys written your actions in the chat? Let's have a look. I love that. Express love and connect with people. Who's got some actions? Let's write some of them in the chat. I want to see what you guys got up to there. While you do that, while you write your actions that you're going to be taking into the chat, I'll get on to this next section and then I'll share some of those in a moment. So what I want you to do now is to write down a little bit about how you feel. Now that you're manifesting what you want, what you're desiring in your life, write it as if you've already received it. Now, I know this is going to sound a little bit old school, a little bit like some of these other methods, but we can do this now that we've taken the 3 steps. I want you to feel the gratitude. The universe responds to your vibration. So if what you're putting out is, I want this, I want that, what you're actually saying is, I don't have this, I don't have that, right? So I want you to start feeling what you're manifesting as if you already have it. Feel how happy you are that you have it, how in love you are with your life. Feel the gratitude. And I know most of you are very present to this, but just write it down because you've written down what you want. Now write down the feelings. There's one thing that we can agree on with the secret and the law of attraction, it's gratitude. It creates the feeling that you already have. It brings your current conscious beingness into that same space as your future subconscious beingness. So even if you haven't done it yet, if you haven't cleared out your subconscious mind yet, it gives you a tiny little head start, right? It makes it somewhat possible. But if you have cleared your subconscious beingness, then putting this gratitude into your current consciousness is that last little checkpoint that you go through. So it's a great way to simulate having everything that you're actioning in your step 3. It's a great way to tide you over. So gratitude is essential in manifesting. So loop back to step 1, read over what you wrote, imagine yourself already having it and being whatever you're being grateful, feeling whatever you're feeling. Do you feel worthy now? Do you feel like you've made it? Do you feel that you love yourself for what you've achieved, that you're loving your life? Bring all those feelings into your body and feel them now and feel them every moment from now on. And then loop back to step 2 and feel grateful of that. Such a powerful why, such a great reason for creating what you're manifesting. And if you're now looking at your step 2 why and you can't bring yourself to say that truthfully, then you need a better why. You're not actually in truth or in alignment with your true self. So just explore further. This is a great double check on your step 2. If you can't feel absolute gratitude for the most amazing reason for creating what you're manifesting, then get in touch with your true self and get a better why. And only then start to take action in gratitude that you're already having all those feelings that you normally only experience once you have the outcome. Now you're able to take action with those feelings already there, which power your actions. You're supercharging your actions and making your actions really count. And that's what brings your manifestation in even faster. Now, let's see in the chat, just switching back across to the chat. Let's see what you wrote in your actions. Okay, this is good. Hold on, going back. Thank you for writing them in. This is fantastic. Okay, here we go. Louise already took action. She's giving me a little winky face. Yeah, we know what that means. Okay, next one. Clear any attachments to this house. Well done. Very good. Looking already for houses for sale and lawyers, etc. Everything to make it happen. Fantastic. Actions to study UI without limiting beliefs. Yes. Well done, Suzanne. My goodness, you've moved mountains in the last few days. Well done. Reading love poems and literature to open up to romance. Oh, that's beautiful. Gosh, that feels so full. I love that. Well done. She's reading Miracle Morning. Awesome. If you want to be connected to another, then reach out. Want a hug? Give a hug. Yes. I love it. Oh, gosh, that takes me back. That's beautiful. Well done, Shannon. Action. Tuning into this awesome webinar. Ah, thank you. Oh, that's awesome. Sherelle and Boaz. Action. Finding balance in all areas of life. Abundance and fulfilling. Building UI. Building the UI business together. We're going to be in Australia this summer for the trainers training. Yeah, baby. Take it to the next level. I love it. Awesome. Perfect. Feeling awesome with step one. That's fantastic. Action. Clean the mind lies and stay more in truth. Yes. Yeah, for those of you that are ready for it, and most people will find their readiness around about the self-mastery level, the truth course, Daniel's truth course is incredible. Dagmar, action. Clearing, clearing, clearing more limiting beliefs. Yes. Awesome. Yeah, I spent, like I was mentioning in a previous course, an hour every morning and an hour every evening, clearing the limiting beliefs till they're all gone. Yay. The feeling hopeful and optimistic. Oh, that's good. And that feels like really the right kind of hopeful, like hope from a space of truth and optimistic. Awesome. I feel energy and support in moving forward. I'm connected to others. I feel joy and trust that my life is unfolding just as it's meant to. Beautiful. Action to clean limiting beliefs in order to allow true self to emerge and lead my life. Very good, very good. Great actions. Oh, Ebony, step out of your comfort zone even when it's scary. Yes, fantastic action to take. You start to realize, I love talking about comfort zone, I'll keep it short, but your comfort zone, once you step out of that, it feels uncomfortable at the start and maybe scary, but then it becomes your growth zone and you become comfortable there. And that's when life really starts to blossom. Perfect. Making an online shop and a new website, making new herbal teas for the support of the first months of 2019. I love that. That's awesome. Yes. I need to plan my action and clear more beliefs around what I'm manifesting. Very, very good. Okay, so this is what we're going to do, is you're going to keep going through those 3 steps, right? But from that space of gratitude, self-love, truth, and subconscious clarity, right? You're just going to keep looping through those steps, writing down what else you imagine for yourself, getting clear. And then step 2, a really powerful why. And then step 3, really great actions. And you're powering them all with gratitude and the feelings that you're going to achieve once you have the outcome, bringing them all the way through the 3 steps so that your actions that you're taking are already from those feelings. That's how you power it. Awesome work, everyone. You're amazing. So you might want to do that exercise 20 more times to see what else comes up for you, fine-tune what you have, and get to work on, the next thing to manifest. There's no limit. So back to non-manifesting though. I did promise I was going to get back to that. And we did a little research. Scientists say that most people spend more time in non-thought than consciously thinking. And to me, as soon as I read that, that made perfect sense, right? Because there's also all the time that we're asleep, first of all. Then there's when the mind's just spooling and spooling, uncontrolled thoughts everywhere. And that is happening a lot of the time until we get into that limitless you still space, right? So because the universe is responding to our thoughts, all of them, not just the ones that we're consciously thinking, it's responding to all those thoughts that we're not even aware of. And this can be where manifesting falls down. It can be absolutely detrimental to our heart's desire because we're manifesting all of these non-thoughts as well that don't line up with our desires, that don't line up with what we're consciously creating. So we're creating, well, what we've created in our past life with all of the subconscious limiting beliefs is our mind working against us more often than it's working for us. So again, it brings me back to that Upgrade Your Reality program. Those of you that have done it, if you haven't written this down, and congratulations to those of you that have, clear your limiting beliefs. Get your subconscious state of mind, your subconscious state of being 100% clear. Get yourself back to that clean slate so that subconsciously you're not manifesting anything. You're nice and clean. And then you will also find your mind stops spooling and you're still, and you can just manifest what you're actually focusing on. Nothing else, no more non-manifesting. And if you are still wanting to do Upgrade Your Reality program, it includes the Limitless You. So don't buy them both. You'll be spending money twice if you do it that way. Just purchase Upgrade Your Reality and you'll get Limitless You as well. Perfect. So get stuck into that right away to stop all that non-manifesting, creating stuff just because of your upbringing. You don't want that. You're just creating your parents' life. Excellent. So everything that Daniel and I do is absolutely on purpose in our trainings. So believe me that these foundation programs of Limitless You and Upgrade Your Reality are going to help you in absolutely everything in your life, not just manifesting. If I can say just manifesting, what an odd thing to say, actually. It's creating your life. Oh, we're just manifesting, so if you've already done those programs, keep exploring them in relationship to every single area of your life, everything that you do. Start to be present to, okay, what beliefs can I be clearing to support that? How can I be connecting with true self in order to really bring that to fruition, whatever it is that you're working on? Okay, so now you've got some significant steps that could absolutely change the course of your life if you use them. And that is the final key to whatever you're learning to improve your life. You need a plan in place to incorporate the changes. Otherwise, like in the past, you just go back to unconscious thought creating what you don't want by non-manifesting. So you might be wondering, and I hope that you are, how do I make manifesting my desires a habit? And again, let's bring it back to science. And I've read lots of different things. So today I'm running with 66 days. Scientists say it takes 66 days to create a habit. Now, 2019 has 365 days, depending on where you are. You might have 362 or 363 left. That gives you many opportunities to make the tips that we've gone over today, those 3 simple steps, make them a habit. 66 days, it's 2 months. You've got 6 lots of 2 months. Make them a habit 6 times over. A habit that's ingrained in your daily life. So to help you with that process, I'm going to send you a daily manifesting with gratitude worksheet. It's going to be available in your portal the same time that we upload this recording for you, for those of you that are here live, which will usually happen within 48 hours. So within 48 hours, you'll be able to check in your portal and you'll see this recording and the worksheet. So use it. Take the time. Even if every day all you're doing is reading over what you did today, that's a good start. But yeah, use that worksheet and create more every day. Create one sheet for everything that you want to manifest. Paste them up all over the place. So again, I'm going to stress the importance to highlight this as we finish off. Take the steps to create this habit. You know, what would your life look like if you followed the steps and deliberately directed your manifesting with conscious thought? Does anyone want to share what they get on that? What does your life look like a year from today, at the beginning of 2020, if you've made this a habit and you're manifesting every single day consciously? You're loving the background bird noises? Yeah, it looks wonderful, doesn't it? Yeah, fantastic. Awesome. Yeah, I know that whenever I look at that, my life looks like something I can't even believe in 1 year's time. Even with all the work that I've done, it's so tricky to imagine what's possible when you actually stick with doing everything that you've learned every day moving forward. So much unfolds that it's hard to look at and think that it could possibly come true, because it's just so great. But of course, I've learned over time that it's exactly what seems too good to be true that comes true. A flower garden blooming with beautiful flowers. That's awesome. Effortless. Yes, absolutely. Living on purpose effortlessly. Fantastic. So stay present to that. Use that to give you the impetus to do this every day. So you'll get an email when we load that into your portal. Make sure you check it out. So I want to thank you for joining me. You've really helped me to create my 2019 today, and I hope that I've helped you create yours. I look forward to the year ahead for all of us and hearing all about your manifesting creations. Please stay in touch on Facebook. Jump on the just our normal Facebook page, Discover Universal Intelligence. You're allowed to post on there. It just goes through a mediator. Jump in the Facebook group that you're part of if you're part of a group. If not, after you've done Limitless You, you'll be popped into the Limitless You Facebook group. You're very welcome. Very, very welcome. Yeah, jump into that Facebook group and share what you're manifesting each day. Share that, what you write on your PDF. Remember, be in alignment with your true self and create a positive subconscious mindset. And if you haven't done our trainings and you'd like to experience a breakthrough session, so this is for those of you that haven't done anything with me yet. Be warned though, they're not for the faint of heart. We're going to take you all the way through to having a breakthrough to your success. So if you haven't done anything with me yet, or with Daniel, with both of us here, if you haven't done any of our trainings, you can experience this free of charge. I'll pop that link in here for you as well, because the reason I'm not typing these, like saying these links out loud, because they may not be the same by the time someone's watching the recording in 2030. There we go. I'll pop it in the chat for you. If you haven't done this yet, that is a fantastic thing to do, a breakthrough session, but just be prepared. I'm going to take you to the depths to give you the leverage to break through and come out in success out the other side. It will be myself or someone else in the breakthrough team. You'll book into a communal calendar and let's see who you end up with. It's very, very exciting. So be in alignment with your true self, create a positive subconscious mindset every day, and create an absolutely awesome 2019. Well done, everyone. Thank you so much, and thank you for your well wishes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have an awesome year. We'll see you soon. Bye, everyone. You're welcome. Bye.